Are you sick of your beard feeling like sandpaper? Can you not find the right beard oil? Well, go visit my good friend Jason over at the Beard Guy and Friends for all your beardly needs. Just a few years after Tristan de Luna's expedition, Juan Pardo took off from Santa Elena on the South Carolina coast with 125 soldiers. Seeking to relieve the food shortage on Santa Elena, Pardo was sent further into the Carolinas, both to find food and to further Spain's colonial ambitions. So he took north and found himself at the eastern foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Well, he built a small fort called Fort San Juan near what is now Marion, North Carolina. Juan Pardo would garrison the fort with 30 men that were under the command of Sergeant Hernando Moyano de Morales, and then took to the east of Joara before returning to Santa Elena in early March. Afterwards, Moyano explored the upper Tennessee Valley for around a week, when he was searching for precious metals and gems when he arrived at the palisaded town of Chiaja, which was on Zimmerman's Island, near Danridge, Tennessee. The town had been visited previously by the De Soto and De Luna expeditions. While he was at Chiaja, Moyano and his men were well fed and well treated, although after this, Moyano would go on to build a small fort near the island and explore the area around Chiaja. When Juan Pardo departed Santa Elena for the interior again by early September 1567, he had approximately 120 soldiers. This consisted of harquebusiers and crossbowmen. When he arrived at Fort San Juan, he learned that the Chiahans had confined Moyano and his men to their fort. On his way to relieve Moyano, Juan Pardo stopped at the fortified town of Tanasque on the French Broad River by October 6th. When they did eventually reach Tanasque, the land reminded the Spaniards of Andalusia. When they proceeded down the French Broad River the next day, they reached Olamico, the fortified principal town of Chiaja. There, Juan Pardo found his men alive and safe, although they were restricted to their forts. But the Spaniards were impressed with the rich, broad, alluvial land at Chiaja, and referred to it as the Land of Angels. After resting at Olamico for 5 days, Juan Pardo struck for Coosa. He passed through several small native towns, and by October 14th, the Spaniards saw the highest mountains they had seen yet during their explorations. They had seen the Great Smoky Mountains. They were at the town of Satapo, which was near the junction of Satico Creek and the Little Tennessee River, when Juan Pardo was warned of a plot forged by the chief of Coosa and his upper Tennessee Valley allies. The Coosa had planned to ambush the Spaniards as they traveled from Chiaja to Coosa. This knowledge very likely came to Juan Pardo from a friendly Chiajan native. So, to avoid an attack, Juan Pardo returned to Olamico and strengthened the island forts while leaving men garrisoned at each of the 6 Spanish forts. Juan Pardo himself continued on to Santa Elena, and within months of his return, which was by March 1568, the native people had destroyed the inland forts and killed all but 1 man. Not much is known about Juan Pardo's later life and death after the expedition. However, he did seek gold, but he also wanted to establish alliances with the native tribes. He failed in both of these objectives, however. But while the Spanish expeditions maintained very detailed accounts of their explorations in Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, they included the earliest written descriptions of the land and its inhabitants. But the failure to locate anything of material value discouraged the Spanish from any additional expeditions into the region.